Hi, my name is Emma Banzi, and I'm stepping in for Charles today. According to some work by Harvard Business Publishing, storytelling is one of the most effective ways to teach because it creates a sense of connection, embraces complexity, and works for all types of learners. Stories are also easy to remember. Organizational psychologist Peg Newhouser found that learning which stems from a well-told story is remembered more accurately and for far longer than learning derived from facts and figures. As we head into Memorial Day weekend, I want to tell you a story about why we commemorate those who have died while serving in the armed forces with red poppies. Have you ever heard of the Poppy Lady? In the summer of 1914, Moina Michael was on a tour of Europe when her group was caught up in the chaos of the beginning of World War I. While stranded in the U.S. Embassy in Rome, Moina helped take down the details and coordinate travel for more than 12,000 Americans looking for safe passage home. Moina then returned to the United States and was teaching at the University of Georgia when the U.S. entered the war. She took a leave of absence and joined the only war effort open to a woman of her age, the YMCA Overseas War Workers. While in New York at a YMCA conference, Moina read an illustrated version of the famous poem In Flanders Fields by Colonel John McCrae in Ladies' Home Journal. Struck by the imagery of the red poppies, she quickly penned her own poem, which ends, "And now the torch and poppy red we wear in honor of our dead. Fear not that ye have died for naught. We'll teach the lesson that ye wrought in Flanders Fields." Conference attendees were the first to wear red poppies in remembrance that day, and Moina wore a red silk poppy on her collar every day until she returned home to Georgia in 1919. Back teaching, she taught a class of disabled servicemen and recognized a need for funds and assistance, so she started selling silk poppies as a means of raising money for disabled veterans. In 1921, her efforts resulted in the poppy being adopted as a symbol of remembrance for war veterans by the American Legion Auxiliary and by Earl Haig's British Legion Appeal Fund, now the Royal British Legion, later that year. So, as you head out to enjoy Memorial Day weekend, I hope you've learned something and will teach others the story of Moina Michaels. That's just something to think about.